For 4 consecutive years now, Abia State has remained in the lead in all public examinations in Nigeria, particularly in the West African Senior School Certificate examinations and the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board examinations, JAMB. In fact, students with the best and second best result in the just released 2019 JAMB result schooled in Abia State. Recently, while covering an ongoing Abia primary school teachers training in Aba, we came face to face with what I would term the secrets of Abia reign in Nigeria education. Stay glued to us as we unveil the secret behind the lead or the Abia lead in the Nigerian public examinations. Welcome to the talk show. I am Obani Newman. This ghost story is taking place under the able leadership of Governor Gezi Ibazu, PhD. It is a testimony that the governor is doing well in education sector, just like other sectors. The governor, having come on board in 2015, set up 5 pillars of development of his administration, with education as one of them due to his unending love for education. The increasing level of computer literacy introduced in the primary schools is a direct pointer to the fact that Abia State's performance in the Nigerian public examinations is born out of the governor's unrelentless effort to reposition public schools in the state.
I'm 10 years old. I'm in primary 4C. I'm typing a composition with the computer. I can use my computer to watch videos, play game, type a message from here to someone in USA.
Composition about myself. I am a girl. I am 9 years old. I am fair in complexion. I am in primary 3B. The name of my school is Constitution Christian Primary School 1, Aba.
You can use computer to play game. You can use it to answer a message through the internet, or you can use it to ask questions too.
It is really a thing of joy to note that Abia State could be best described as the beacon of educational excellence in Nigeria. This is not magic. The governor, Dr. Gezi Ibazu, has done much to better the lot of education. He has ensured comprehensive training and retraining of about 5,000 teachers, especially at the primary levels, in partnership with foreign NGOs. These trainings has actually exposed the teachers to international standards of tutelage.
What we did here today was we taught the teachers the fundamentals of student-teacher relationships. So it's important for them to move past the way they've taught in the past. So we're not asking them to change their curriculum as such. We're not touching that. We're just giving them better ways of dealing and teaching in the classroom with the children. So we've been giving those examples today of how to build those extra skills in order for them to teach and enable the children. As I said to them inside, once the children leave out their parents and they go to school for the first time, they are the next most important thing in that child's life is the teacher. So to give them a good foundation in the very beginning will help them lead and become better students as they grow older and become our future doctors, scientists, politicians, governors maybe, who knows. That was one of the courses that we did today. The other course was first aid. They did enjoy the topic, but we did have a little bit of opposition because they say that they shouldn't have to do that. But in every school, there's some kind of an incident where a child might hurt their head. Just playing in the playground, they may fall down and hit their head. The first aid part of the training today was just to enlighten them of what to do when an incident should happen, not to panic, and how to deal with the situation and make sure the child was okay. So we had a lot of conversations about that. They seem to understand. They've all assured me. I've asked them to no longer use the cane in the classroom. They're coming back on Monday and Tuesday to do the other courses, which will be sanitation, security, and also classroom management as well across Monday and Tuesday. The classroom management is based on how to manage difficult children. It's a step up from the student-teacher relationship, because once you build that student-teacher relationship, you can build a rapport with the child. Then you know how to manage them better in the classroom situation. Pretty much that's what we've been doing. We came in 2016, and so far out of the 9,000, I think it's 9,402 teachers, we've reached about 5,000 of them. So the governor's asked that all of the teachers have the same training as everybody else. He wants it equal before we move on to some different training. So that's pretty much where we're at right now in terms of the training.
I'm a teacher in Okwa East local government area in Abia State, and I happen to be one of the participants or the trainees. And I really appreciate the organizers of this program, because they have really empowered the teachers. We have gotten enough experiences on how to manage our classroom, take care of the kids that have been entrusted under our care, and also so many other areas that we lack in education. Through this program, we've been seriously equipped, and I believe that every participant here is going home with a lot of knowledge and experiences. I really know that the government has been trying, but we want them to try more, as we the teachers put in more effort to make sure that teaching and learning is really interesting. We equally need the government to really look into primary education section in Abia State, so that the children will be gotten earlier at the early stage, and then things will go well. So that when they go, primary school is the basic education. When you miss it at the basic education, we really have a problem. But when we get them young, I know their future will be a little bit brighter. In my school, I have computer classes going on, and the children practice with computers. But the only challenge we have as regard computer is electricity. We don't really have electricity down there in Okwa East. I can't say of other local governments. We need the government to improve the lives of teachers equally, as in taking care of our finances. A laborer really deserves his wages. So we really want the government to sit up, look into the affairs of the teachers, and then provide the necessary things that these children need to empower their education.
I don't think any reasonable person in primary section can go on strike, because we are not being owed. We have been receiving our salary on a monthly basis. The governor has been so gracious and has been paying 100% attention to primary school sections. So how on earth can we go on strike? For what now? We don't have a reason, we don't have a cause for that. If the annuity, if they are planning for their strike, let them go their strike. Primary school teachers, they are not among them. We are not supporting that, because our children will leave us for the private section. We don't need it. We don't need it, please. I am shouting. Let them not go anywhere. Definitely, I must have to confess. Even myself, in those olden days when I was trained as a teacher, the thing I know now can lead me to mountains. I was not able to make use of computer, but with this training, I am now able. I am just computer literate now. Formerly, I was illiterate of it. I don't know anything about it. So I am proud, and most of our children today, I'm telling you, they are experts on this. This computer is more of a telephone. After having this training, my children can always browse more than myself. And I'm happy that we had that opportunity through Governor Kezevicti. Without him, we cannot. So kudos to him, because I know he is always there for the primary school teachers.
The Governor-led administration has, however, noted and admitted that it has not done everything required to be done in education. Hence, it has assured that in this second tenure, those educational challenges yearning for attention would be attended to, as they constitute part and parcel of the main agenda in the years ahead. More teachers, more training and retraining of teachers will be done, as well as welfare packages improved and made available for our teachers. Let there be sustained support to the leadership of Governor Kezikbazu in the state, as it will enable him do more. Ndi nkuzi Abia, udo dịrị unu.